નમસ્કાર, હું આદર્શ છું. વેલકમ ટુ આદર્શ એજ્યુકેશન સોસાયટી.
Hello students, this is part 4 of standard 6th science, chapter 4, sorting materials into groups. In the last part, that is third part, we discussed the property of material that was soluble or insoluble, in which we come to know that some materials gets dissolved in the water, those are soluble, and some do not, are insoluble. As well as we did this activity with liquids also. If we put some liquids in the water, then some liquids gets mixed with it and some do not, and it prepares a separate layer on the water. That what we discussed in the last part. While doing activity 4, you might have noticed that the insoluble solids separated out from water. You may have also noticed this with some liquids in activity 5. Some of these materials that did not mix with water floated to the surface of water. Others may have sunk to the bottom of the tumbler. Right? We notice many examples of objects that float in water or sink. Say, let's take some examples. Suppose dried leaves from fallen on the surface of pond. A stone that you throw into this pond. What happens? If dried leaves fallen on the surface of pond, then it will float. And a stone that you throw into this pond will sink. Few drops of honey that you let fall into glass of water, then what will happen? It will sink in the water. But if you will stir it, or it will remain for some time, then it will get mixed with the water. What happens to all of this? That what we discussed. Let's see this picture also. Figure 4.6. Some objects float in water while others sink in it. See, you can see such objects. This key and other metals are there. Those sunk in water, and these objects. There is a dry leaves, piece of wood and a ball are float on water. Bujo would like you to give him 5 examples each of objects that float and those that sink in water. Now what you will have to do? You will have to give 5 examples of objects that float and those that sink in water. What about testing this same material to see if they float or sink in other liquids like oil? Generally, the objects those float on the water will float on the liquids like oil also. But those sunk in the water, usually or most probably they sunk in the oil also. Remember well. Let's go further. Transparency. You might have played the game of hide and seek. Think of some places where you would like to hide so that you are not seen by others. अब जब आप हाइड एंड सीक की गेम खेलते हैं, तब आप क्या करते हैं? आप ऐसी जगह पे छुपते हो जहाँ से आपको कोई देख ना सके. Isn't it? Why did you choose those places? Would you have tried to hide behind a glass window? कभी आप ग्लास विंडो के पीछे छुपे हैं? Obviously not. कभी भी नहीं छुपे होंगे, है ना? As your friend can see through that and spot you. वरना क्या होगा? आपका फ्रेंड आपको देख लेगा. Can you see through all the materials? क्या आप सभी मटेरियल से देख सकते हैं आर पार? Those substances or materials through which things can be seen are called transparent. ये आपको याद रखना है. Those substances or materials through which things can be seen are called transparent. जो भी मटेरियल्स के आर पार हम देख सकते हैं, those materials are called transparent. फिगर 4.7, चलिए फिगर 4.7 दिखते हैं. See here, looking through opaque, transparent or translucent material. See, in through this we can see the face, isn't it? So this material is transparent. Now we are going to discuss translucent and opaque. Let's discuss. Glass, water, air and some plastic are examples of transparent materials. अब transparent materials कौन से है? Glass, water and air. Why those are transparent? Because we can see through them, isn't it? That is why glass, water, air and some plastic are examples of transparent materials. Shopkeepers usually prefer to keep biscuits, sweets and other eatables in transparent containers of glass or plastic so that buyers can easily see these items. Let's see. See, this is figure 4.8. Transparent bottles in a shop. The shopkeeper kept some things like biscuits and chocolates in the transparent material, in the transparent jar, we can say. Let's go further. On the other hand, there are some materials through which you are not able to see. These materials are called opaque. फिर से इसको याद रखना है. There are some materials through which you are not able to see. These materials are called opaque. Okay. So जो materials से आर पार हम नहीं दे सकते हैं वो material को opaque बोलते हैं. ठीक है. You cannot tell what is kept in a closed wooden box. हम wooden box के अंदर क्या है वो नहीं बोल सकते. Because we cannot see through wood. A cardboard, carton or a metal container. तो इसमें से भी हम आर पार नहीं देख सकते, तो अंदर क्या पड़ा है वो हम नहीं बोल सकते. वुड, कार्डबोर्ड एंड मेटल्स आर एग्जाम्पल्स ऑफ ओपेक मटेरियल. क्या क्या? वुड, कार्डबोर्ड एंड metals are examples of opaque materials. Okay. Do we find that we can group all materials and objects without any confusion as either opaque or transparent? क्या सभी मटेरियल ओपेक या तो ट्रांसपेरेंट ही होते हैं? चलिए देखते हैं. Now there is activity 6. Take a sheet of paper and look through it towards a lighted bulb. क्या करना है? एक पीस ऑफ पेपर लेना है, उसको बीच में रख के उसमें से लाइटेड बल्ब देखना है. क्या होगा? इट इज नॉट पॉसिबल टू सी द लाइटेड बल्ब. मेक ए नोट ऑफ योर ऑब्जर्वेशन. नाउ पुट 2 to 3 drops of some oil and spread it on this sheet of paper. फिर क्या करना है? उसी पेपर के ऊपर put some 3 to 4 drops of oil and then spread it on this sheet of paper. On that paper you will spread it. Look again towards the lighted bulb through that portion of the paper on which the oil has been spread. Do you find that the bulb is more clearly visible than before? पहले क्या दिखता था? Some of the light was there, लेकिन कुछ ज़्यादा नहीं दिख रहा था. लेकिन when we spread the oil on that paper, then what happens? Some more clear you can see that bulb. But can you see clearly through the oiled paper? क्या clear दिखता है? नहीं दिखता है, इतना क्लियर नहीं दिखता है. इज एवरीथिंग ऑन द अदर साइड इज of the other side of it visible? No, it is not. Everything is visible. Perhaps not. The materials through which objects can be seen but not clearly are known as translucent. ये भी याद रखना है. The materials through which objects can seen but not clearly are known as transparent. मतलब जिस मटेरियल के थ्रू हम क्लियरली नहीं देख सकते हैं तो उस मटेरियल को ट्रांसल्यूसेंट बोलते हैं. मतलब ऑब्जेक्ट क्लियरली नहीं दिखेगा, थोड़ा थोड़ा ही दिखेगा. रिमेंबर द ऑयली पैच ऑन पेपर व्हेन वी टेस्टेड फूड आइटम्स फॉर प्रेजेंस ऑफ फैट्स. व्हेन डिड वी डू? इन द सेकेंड चैप्टर, isn't it? That was translucent too. We did that activity and the paper became translucent. Can you think of some more examples of translucent material? Think about it. We can therefore group materials as opaque, translucent and transparent and translucent. Pahali suggests covering of glass of a torch with your palm at a dark place. Switch on the torch and observe the other side of the palm. She wants to know whether palm of your hand is opaque, transparent or translucent. See here, you can see figure 4.9. Does torch light pass through your palm? आपको यहाँ से कोई लाइटेड स्पॉट दिख रहा है ना? So whether your palm is opaque, translucent or transparent. We learned that materials differ in their appearance and the way they mix in water or other liquids. They may float or sink in water or may be transparent, opaque or translucent. Materials can be grouped on the basis of similarities or differences in their properties. हमने क्या क्या बातचीत की? Materials differ in their appearance. एक तो उनका appearance अलग अलग होता है. The way they mix in water or other liquids, या तो वो मिक्स हो जाता है वाटर में या तो नहीं होता है. They may float or sink, या तो वो फ्लोट तैरता है या तो डूब जाता है. In the water or may be transparent, opaque और translucent. या तो कोई मटेरियल क्या होता है? ट्रांसपेरेंट होता है, ओपेक होता है या तो ट्रांसल्यूसेंट होता है. Materials can be grouped on the basis of similarities or differences in their properties. इस तरीके से उनका ग्रुप हो सकता है. Why do we need to group materials? In everyday life, we often group materials for our convenience. At home, we usually store things in such a manner that similar objects are placed together. See, we used to keep all the all the things which used in kitchen. Then we used to keep it in the kitchen only, and we keep our shoes somewhere else. We keep our clothes somewhere else, isn't it? Such an arrangement helps us to locate them easily. Why we used to arrange them? So that such arrangement helps us to locate them easily. Similarly, a grocer usually keep all type of biscuits at one corner of his shop. अब जो ग्रोसर होता है वो क्या करता है? He will keep all type of biscuits in a such corner. All shops at another while grain and pulses are stored at some other place, so that he can go there very easily, isn't it? He can spot that things very easily. There is another reason why we find such grouping useful. Dividing materials in group make it convenient to study their properties and also observe any patterns in these properties. We will study more about this in higher classes. See, here you can see actually we discussed about this picture and this picture in the previous part. Now let's see this picture, in which you can see there is a giraffe outside the window. In this window, see, here there is a glass, isn't it? So it is transparent. As it is transparent, that is why we can see this giraffe very clearly. But here there is a translucent. That is why we can see giraffe not clearly, isn't it? And here through this material it is not possible to see giraffe, and that is why this material is opaque. With this our part and chapter is over. We will meet you soon in the next chapter.
Thank you for joining us. Take care of yourselves and we'll meet you in the next session. Thank you.